Hey guys, welcome back to the Tarantula's Den. Today I'm going to show y'all how we set up our terrariums, and today I'm going to be setting up our new tarantula cribs. And if you would like what you see with the tarantula cribs, you can always go check out www.tarantulacribs.com and use our promo code at checkout, John, all uppercase, 10. Today I have my trusty helper, Mocha, the ball python, and let's go ahead and get into starting to set up our terrariums. The first one I'm going to set up is the sling arboreal. My dad's over here helping me with the soil. Alrighty, we got these trees. These are trees that you can suction cup to bigger tanks, or you can buy them cheap at the pet store. We're gonna dig that in there, make sure it stays up, so you kind of gotta get your hands dirty. Like so. If it doesn't stay upright, it's perfectly fine. They're gonna make it their own way. They're gonna web it up how they like it. And we're gonna take a piece of cork bark. You can find this anywhere as well. It may be a little on the expensive side depending on where you go, but I just kind of dig it in there and put it in a corner. These are kind of hard to do because they are the sling ones, but now I'm going to take some of the New Zealand sphagnum moss by the ZooMed brand. I'm going to take a little piece of that, ball it up like so. I'm going to put that right in the corner over here. These are, I might need the tweezers, the Spider Shop tweezers if you don't mind. Kind of like so. They use the sphagnum moss as a hide, like an alternate hide. All of the tarantulas we have, they will either like dig in it or they will dig in the green moss we use. I'm gonna spray it real quick. Are we gonna use bottle caps for these ones?
Yeah.
Alrighty, I'm going to use the Spider Shop tweezers to help me just slide that down in there. Might have to find something smaller for these ones, but I can always move stuff around in here. Let me see how I can adjust that. I might not be able to use the water bottle caps.
Yeah, you should be able to get one in the corner.
Let me see. Let me close these up and try to stuff that in there. Just trying to make sure everything goes down in there good. I'm going to move the piece of cork bark over some, maybe towards the back, so I can use that corner. Just made room like so. Take it. Of course, it's going to be a rebel. Take it like so. Be very careful with it. Let me see if I can get it down in there. Might have to move this over some more. And there we go. Water bottle cap, just like that. Tarantula's crib logo as always. And then we're going to take the lid. I already sprayed it so it is nice and moist. Oh, let me figure out how to do that. Oh, that's how you do it. Just like that. Now I'm going to repeat this process with another one of these. If you want to put some soil down in there.
We're using Repti soil.
You can either use Repti soil or we also use the Zilla brand, the Jungle Mix. We're going to do the same thing for this one. Take that tree down in there. Got a little piece of cork bark. Try and fit that in there to where we can fit a water bottle cap in there. Take some more of the sphagnum moss. My trusty dusty helper is moving around over here. Just exploring, seeing what's going on. I'm gonna kind of stuff that back there some. That's what I love about these Spider Shop tweezers, is if you're doing smaller sling ink terrariums like this, they help you make sure you can get down in there. I'm going to spray this one down real quick. Like so. Take a water bottle cap. Hopefully I can get this one in here without any struggles this time. Oh, might have a struggle. No? Just like that. Gonna grab this one's lid. Second one is done. I'm gonna set these aside. And I guess we will do the, what are these ones called?
Terrestrial.
The terrestrials.
Or fossorials.
Now these ones are a little different due to the fact that they are not tall enough for me to put the little trees in, but I'm going to do the same thing with the sphagnum moss, that this little friend that we put in here will be able to burrow in. Do we have some of that green moss I could possibly put a little bit in here? Alrighty, we'll just do the sphagnum moss. I'll put it in there like so. I could probably put one more little piece in here. Don't try to overstuff it, because then they might not have too much room to...
Helps hold moisture and humidity.
Yes, that as well. It does help that. We have scorpions, and our scorpions stay nice and moist in their enclosures from the sphagnum moss. Alrighty. And then you're going to take the water bottle caps. You can, for some certain spiders, you can use soda bottle caps, but we use water bottle caps just because they're like lighter, I'd say. You're going to put that one in the corner. Kind of dig it in there because they can be adventurous and flip them over. But that's what they look like. Let me grab the lid. See if I got it right. Yep. Nice and compact and tight. We have another one of them. Add a little bit more soil. I call it soil because it's kind of the same type of texture in my opinion. You can call it dirt. Another piece of cork bark. You want to cut that one a little smaller. Alright. Little piece of cork bark. Put it in the corner like so. Dig it down in there. You use the tweezers to kind of push stuff around in there. Grab some of the lovely sphagnum moss. Now this stuff is so easy to work with, but it's, in my opinion, it's easier to work with when it's wet. But either way, just gonna take it in there like so. Kind of like we did the last one. Got a rubber piece sticking up out here. Shove that in the corner like so. Take another water bottle cap. Put it in the side. Dig it down. Spray it. Don't forget to spray it because sometimes your substrate can dry out if you don't keep it in a moist spot. There's the second one. Now that we have set up our spiderlings or slings terrariums, we are going to be rehoming 4 of our 8-legged babies. Dad, would you like to get started on that?
Sure. So, we will go ahead and start with this little terrestrial enclosure. And this is our Cameroon red baboon. Cute little itty bitty booger. We will pop the top. And we will coax him out with our little paintbrush. Bloop! Right down into the enclosure he went. And that is the Cameroon baboon. And the next we will do, this is our Uruguay Black Beauty. We'll pull the top.
We are still trying to learn some of the Latin names.
Yes, the Latin names are going to take us a little bit. And so you can see us coax him down into, sometimes they get a little stubborn, but these guys are usually pretty quick. Bloop! Right down in there he went.
Alright.
And you can see him down in there. So that is the Uruguay Black Beauty. The next is going to be this little guy.
This is our blue fanged skeleton.
Alright.
Let's hope he just doesn't decide to be spunky with us.
And we'll give him a little coax. He's a pretty quick booger. And down he went. There's the little blue fang. And last but not least, we have a really little lava spider who we named Vlad. And Vlad's down in here, so we
It's
will...
not a molt.
That, no, I don't think that's a molt. I think that is actually a cricket. Vlad's down in this sphagnum moss. I think what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and pull the whole thing of sphagnum moss. We'll set them down in there. Separate them from the moss. And we'll use one of these small clear vials. And there's Vlad, our lava spider. And we will get Vlad to go down in here.
Just gotta give him a little love tap.
Yep, a little tap on the bottom and bloop, down he went. And we put the top on. And you can see Vlad down inside there. And that'll be it for these guys in their new tarantula crib. So don't forget, go to tarantulacribs.com. You could use our code JOHN10, get 10% off. And that helps us put our little babies in these nice enclosures, and it'll help showcase your little babies. So that'll be the end of the rehoming for this evening.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.